In my last video, I flew myself 600 miles through clouds and rain from LA to Albuquerque for a job, and that was a super fun challenge. I had big plans for the trip back home, including some mountain biking in Sedona, but sometimes things don't go quite as planned. Oh, good morning. We're back here at Qatar Aviation at Albuquerque Airport, the Sunport, and getting an early start on our way to Sedona. Check it out. Balloon fiesta's going on, all kinds of balloons in the air. Gonna be on the lookout for those as I depart out of here. Don't want to hit one. The Albuquerque Balloon Fiesta is an amazing sight to behold, with hundreds of hot air balloons filling the sky. Dodging hot air balloons is all see and avoid, and the amount of balloons and other air traffic around this Class C airport made the departure a little hectic.
Turkey 1 Bravo Whiskey, turn left heading 280, runway clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 8, left heading 280, 1 Bravo Whiskey.
Turning left would point me right at all the balloons, and just after takeoff, the batteries in my noise-canceling headset died, making it pretty hard to hear ATC over the radios. Although the recording for this video is clean, it sounded more like this in my headset.
1 to 2 o'clock, still southbound, 7,400 helicopter.
But I didn't want to get distracted changing the batteries during this high workload phase.
Turkey 1 Bravo Whiskey, you have the Skyhawk in sight?
Negative, 1 Bravo Whiskey.
1 Bravo Whiskey, roger. He's off your left, 2 miles westbound.
I've got him in sight, thanks, 1 Bravo Whiskey.
1 Bravo Whiskey, traffic heading to your left, 2 miles southbound, Sky 7, helicopter 7,000.
Okay, looking 1 Bravo Whiskey.
Ground 1 Bravo Whiskey, turn right immediately heading 360.
Right heading 360, 1 Bravo Whiskey.
The right turn to avoid the helicopter put me on a track directly towards hundreds of hot air balloons.
Cherokee 1 Bravo Whiskey, maintain out of below 7,000 and contact departure.
Out of below 7,000, contact departure. Can I turn back to the left now that the helicopter's gone because of the balloons?
Bravo Whiskey, affirmative. Turn left heading 280.
Left heading 280, 1 Bravo Whiskey.
November 1 Bravo Whiskey is ready to contact 7,100. Turn left heading 260. I understand you want the ILS to 3 full stop.
Did you say left heading 260 for 631 Bravo Whiskey?
1 Bravo Whiskey, affirm, verify. You said you want the ILS to 3 full stop?
No, I'm just VFR departure to the west here, going to Sedona, 1 Bravo Whiskey.
1 Bravo Whiskey, right, that disregard, proceed on course, left heading 300.
Man, the balloons are making me nervous.
30.
There's a balloon right down there, there's balloons over there. They restricted me below 7,000, and I felt like it was just going to be tight with the balloons, so I was right on the edge there. And the batteries in my headset like conked out right after I took off. So it was kind of hard to hear. But I'm glad the headset works when the batteries die. All right, we're on our way now. Looking forward to landing in Sedona and getting that bike out, doing a little mountain biking, and then having a nice lunch, man. Woo. So the job in Albuquerque went really well. We shot a lot of content, and I was working with a director and a producer that I really like working with, a lot of really good people, and I hope to get back to Albuquerque. I really like it there. It's beautiful.
One thing I really love about flying in our small plane long distances are the beautiful and unusual views we get to enjoy along the way. And the mountains and deserts of New Mexico and Arizona are truly exceptional.
Phoenix approach, Cherokee 631 Bravo Whiskey, gonna begin our VFR descent for Sedona.
1 Bravo Whiskey, roger.
Well, the ADSB weather says calm winds, 10 miles clear, so the calm wind runway is runway 3, and it's left traffic for runway 3.
Unfortunately, while descending for Sedona, a large bug decided to photobomb my wing cam.
Never approached Sedona Airport from this direction. This is really cool. There's such high terrain here to the east of the airport, and then you kind of gotta come in and drop down. I think I'm actually gonna overfly the airport midfield and then enter the left downwind, because there's some traffic coming out of this little channel between the mountains here. That is intimidating. Sedona traffic, Cherokee 631 Bravo Whiskey is crossing midfield and then gonna descend and enter a left downwind runway 3, Sedona. Sedona traffic, Cherokee 631 Bravo Whiskey is turn of final, runway tree, Sedona.
Sedona is a challenging airport. The sloped runway, surrounded by terrain, sitting on top of a mesa at almost 5,000 feet MSL, is prone to up and down drafts and has been the site of some recent airplane accidents.
Sedona traffic, Cherokee 631 Bravo Whiskey, short final, runway tree, Sedona.
Luckily, the winds were calm this time, in contrast to the last time we flew here with super gnarly crosswinds. Be sure to check out that video after this one.
Yes! I love it here.
Got the bike built and the airplane's being fueled. Looking forward to this ride. Sedona's got some great hiking and mountain biking trails, and some good ones are even right next to the airport. I just rode up to the top of this hill. This is awesome. It's a great day for riding. Yeah! Whew. After a couple hours of riding and a bite to eat at the Mesa Grill, I loaded up the bike, taxied out,
That airspeed is alive.
and took off for the home stretch. Totally energized by that epic pit stop on my commute home from work.
Well, yeah, that bike ride was awesome, man. Challenging little trail, just as far as there was a few climbs that were a little technical, but some nice blowy downhill stuff, which was really cool. Now we are on the final leg going home. We've got about an hour and 10 minutes left to Whiteman, and I'm just looking ahead, and there's actually some weather, which wasn't totally forecast. South of Whiteman, Burbank, which is an airport really close, is reporting 10 miles clear. Yeah, it says like at 4 Zulu, which is like 4 hours after I'm supposed to land. Forecast is for showers in the vicinity, scattered 6,000, broken 11,000.
Even though the forecast called for showers several hours after my ETA, I could see that there was already some precipitation in the LA area. And as I got closer, things really started changing.
Looks like there's some thunderstorms in the area. Pulled up ForeFlight on my phone, and you can see the lightning strikes on there. Convective activity and precipitation is moving north towards Whiteman.
Thunderstorms in LA are extremely rare, and I was really surprised to see those lightning strike symbols starting to appear when none of the forecasts ever mentioned thunderstorms or cumulonimbus clouds at all. The system was clearly growing stronger and moving in, so I started to think about other options.
To the north, the desert areas right now are clear, not showing any returns up there, so my out is definitely going to be to divert to the north and wait it out. There's lots of storms over this side. You could check out ForeFlight on my phone here. It's getting internet, so 8 minutes ago this was the radar picture. The lightning strikes are about 25 miles from Whiteman, so we should be good there. I'm going to proceed with caution. It looks like Mordor over there or something crazy.
Number 1 Bravo Whiskey, 2 left for handoff to SoCal. Radar service is terminated. Squawk VFR, frequency change approved.
Okay, Squawk and VFR, change of frequency 1 Bravo Whiskey.
Just as the approach controller cut me loose, I had a hard time getting the weather broadcast from Whiteman.
Rain shower. Thunderstorms in the vicinity and landing in a park way 2.
But eventually pieced it together.
Advise on initial contact. Do you have information, Juliet?
Hey, Whiteman Tower, Cherokee 631 Bravo Whiskey is at Newhall Pass. I've got Juliet, but it doesn't look good over there, does it?
North 631 Bravo Whiskey, Whiteman Tower. Conditions of the field are the ceiling is reported overcast at 6,000. The winds are 110 at Niner, and there's thunderstorms in the vicinity, lightning within 5 miles, but it looks like it's concentrated towards the south, kind of south-southeast.
My rule of thumb is to stay 25 miles from thunderstorms. A lightning strike 5 miles from the airport should have been an instant no-go, but the temptation to complete the mission was really making me think about it. Get there-itis can be a powerful compulsion, and one that has cost many pilots their lives. Watching myself wrestle with it here is a good reminder for me to stick with my personal minimums. In the decision-making process, you've got to block out external pressures, like thinking about whether your wife will pick you up at the alternate airport. Spoiler, she won't. You'll end up Ubering. Luckily, I got a pretty clear sign of what to do right in front of me.
Tower, Cherokee 631 Bravo Whiskey. I just had some pretty close lightning in this area, just a Newhall Pass, so I think I'm going to divert over to Camarillo and wait it out.
631 Bravo Whiskey, roger, frequency approved for advisory, SoCal's 120.4.
Oh, let's just go to Camarillo. It looks good over there. Yeah, look back there at Whiteman. That is not something I really want to mess with.
These strikes are super close to Whiteman Airport.
Yeah, no thank you for that one.
The route ahead to Camarillo looked good.
Sky clear, lightning distant north.
And they were reporting good weather for the moment.
I'm diverting from Whiteman over to Camarillo.
I picked up flight following and hightailed it over there. I ended up flying through some heavy rain and a few strong bumps, which made me feel like I really made the right call.
Cherokee 631 Bravo Whiskey, Camarillo Tower, runway 26, clear to land.
The approach to Camarillo was smooth, and I landed just in time. It hasn't been that long after I landed, and we got lightning over here and thunder, and it's starting to rain. I think I'm gonna take some shelter here. Oh! Look at this lunatic. Sure am glad that I diverted. I ended up waiting a long time to see if there was a big enough gap to make it back over to Whiteman. Well, it's starting to clear up, but I think I'm going to wait a little bit longer. But ultimately, as night fell, I decided not to risk it and took an Uber home. The next night, a pilot buddy of mine gave me a ride back to Camarillo, and I flew home in perfectly clear skies.
Picked up 1 Bravo Whiskey, now I'm headed to Whiteman.
What do you think? Did I make the right call?
Well,
let me know in the YouTube comments.
Absolutely beautiful.
If you enjoyed this video, please support this creative project by joining our amazing Patreon community, where you'll get benefits like access to our Discord chat server, exclusive bonus content, monthly Zoom hangouts, merch discounts, and the awesome feeling of knowing you're supporting our efforts to create the best aviation content on the internet. Until next time, thanks for coming along on the journey with me.